accordingly.
Okay, so I will start.
Yes, please.
So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar on Design and Manage Your Future. I am architect Niharika Chaudhary, working as assistant professor in Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, School of Architecture, Urban Development and Planning, Pune. After completing bachelor's degree in 2011, I worked in one of the MNC RSMS Architects Private Limited. I also worked as senior architect for Gamity Designs and handle live housing projects. I completed my PG program in infrastructure development management from ICMA. I also did my master's in construction management from DY Patil College of Architecture, Akudi, Pune. I am into teaching past 3.5 years. Our panelists for today's session are architect Dinesh Hiparkar, Kiran Sabnis sir, and Dr. Gauri Shiorkar. So before starting, just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the chat box. I will bring them up to the end of the presentation and we will have a discussion on it. So now without further ado, we will turn the time over our first panelist, architect Dinesh Hiparkar sir. He is designated as professor in Symbiosis Skills and Professional University School of Architecture, Urban Development and Planning. He is an architect based in Pune with 27 years of experience in architectural designing and conceptualization of projects of varied scale. He has completed his Bachelor's of Architecture from Marathwada Mitra Mandal College of Architecture, his Master's in Architecture from Sir J.J. School of Architecture and Research Project, and double Master in Architecture from DYP SOA Environment Architecture. He is also pursuing PhD from Amity University, Rajasthan in Architecture. Sir, over to you, sir. Sir, you are on mute, Dinesh, sir. Could you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, sorry for that. Good evening, students. Welcome aboard on this particular webinar on MDES. We are here to conduct a webinar based on our program that we are proposing. And I welcome Kiran sir also to this particular webinar. I welcome all the faculty members and the students. What I will do is I will run through a PowerPoint presentation which has been prepared by Dr. Gauri ma'am. This will be a very brief introduction to you on MDES that is being proposed and will be conducted at Symbiosis to give you an overview about the program and about the curriculum that we are proposing. But most of the detailing will be through the panel discussion with our esteemed guest Kiran sir today, and all your insights regarding MDES we will be able to hear from him. So just to kick off the webinar, I will quickly share the presentation, and in a matter of 12 to 13 minutes, I will try and give the overview of this particular program. Niharika ma'am, may I share the screen now?
Yes, sir. Sir, just one request. Sorry to interrupt. Could you please check the volume of your speaker or keep your mouthpiece near your mouth?
Yeah, I'll do that.
No, better.
This is better, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can continue.
So I hope my screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you. So learning by doing is the philosophy at which we, Symbiosis School of Architecture, Urban Development Planning, believe in. And we are here to discuss and design and manage your future. That is what this particular curriculum is going to do. So, all fresh graduates have many questions in their mind. What after graduation? We at Symbiosis are posing this particular answer to you. Masters in Strategic Design Management. Now, what is it that we are talking about? Just to give you a very short gist of strategic design management, what are the general course objectives? The course objectives are 8, which I have listed. There could be many other objectives, but these are the primary things that you are going to get in this particular course to overcome interdisciplinary variants, to combine creativity, managerial skills, and entrepreneurial mindset, to develop sustainable value within the business environment, to create innovation leaders of the future, to develop proficiency in using the tools and methods, to evaluate necessary trade offs when faced with real business challenges, to achieve capabilities in working with innovation teams, in all to make you active citizens of our global society. These are the objectives that we are looking at. But say you complete the course in 2 years, and when you get out with this particular degree, what are the learning outcomes that you will be equipped with? Now, you will be equipped with this six basic things, the six main important things that you're going to require to actually perform in this strategic design management. One is associations. Connect seemingly unrelated questions, problems, or ideas. Second thing, questioning ability. The important and difficult job is to find the right question. Third is to observe, scrutinize people behaviors in order to find new ways of doing things. Fourth is innovate and experiment. Try out new ideas by creating prototypes and launching pilots. Fifth is networking. Test ideas through a network of diverse individuals. And sixth is influence. Reach satisfactory closure of all the jobs for that matter, from your customers and stakeholders' point of view. So, those are the learning outcomes that we are looking at in this particular course, which will be framed entirely into the curriculum of 2 years. We will get into the details shortly. So, what do you think strategic design management is? Is it the business side of design, or is it telling designers what to do? Because we are talking of not design but strategic design management. Is it dealing with the after effects of design, or is it making management more beautiful? So, basically, strategic design management is, yes, it is the business of design, the business side of design. So, strategic design management is a foothold of these three basic primary concepts. One is innovation, which tells us what we are doing. Second is collective intelligence, how we are doing it through collaborations, through connections, through triangulations, etc. And the third is it human centered? We have to find, we have to make, and we have to empathize with the human needs. And all this coming together is going to be the purpose of MDES that we are looking at, why we are basically doing this. So these are the three things. I can go on with explanation of all these three things, but I will not do it because I wish to understand this in detail from our esteemed panelist, Kiran sir. He will be in a better position to explain this in detail. So what we are saying is design and manage the customer experience is the crux that we are talking about. So it is about balancing the return on investment and the return on interest. It is about balancing the business goals and the human goals. But at the core, it is the value. It is the value that we are going to provide for the job. It is the offering, it is the delivery that we are going to make to the aspirant. So, design management is used to develop and maintain a business environment in which an organization can achieve its strategic goals through design and by establishing and managing an efficient and effective system. I'm sure by now, because of your interest in design management, in design, you must have come across many such definitions. But just to get ourselves into the subject, I am explaining this. Uh, is my screen sharing off?
Yes, sir, it is off. Yes.
I don't know how that happened. Okay, host has disabled the screen sharing. Uh,
Okay.
I request the host to enable it once again. Okay, is it getting
Okay.
boring already?
No, sir. I think so. Mistakenly, I did that.
No, it's
I was
okay.
doing some settings, so yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Can you, sir? Can you please check it now?
I'm doing that.
Yes, sir. It is visible now.
It is visible. Okay. Just give me a minute. I'll go back to the slide. Yeah. So is this slide visible now? Design management is used to. Am I on the right slide
Yes.
now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Correct. Okay, so jumping forward from here, I'll directly come to the course structure that is proposed for the design management curriculum, which is a 2 years full-time PG course at Symbiosis. We are going to have 4 semesters. Semester 1 is going to deal with design theory, design visualization, business communication, skill workshop, and elective 1. This elective will be basically based on product design, graphic design, or the core interest of the student that he wants to opt to take an elective for. Many of you will be interested in UX design or some other design aspects that can also be taken up. Semester 2 will be design theory advanced with marketing and branding, legal aspect of management, skill workshop 2, and electives 2. These electives will deal with management issues. After semester 2, you are going to have an internship of 2 months. We are going to make sure that all of you get placed into proper respected firms, and this 2 months is going to give you exposure to the real market. Semester 3, when you come back from the internship, will we have design management, finance management, design research, skill workshop 3, and elective 3. This elective will deal with services and facility. And the final semester, of course, you are going to have elective 4, which is going to be an industrial exposure. Again, a real life experience of what is happening in the market, but you will always be, of course, be doing thesis along with it. So these are the 4 semesters and their content. After doing this, the immediate question would be, what next? What after MDes? How do I get placed myself in what roles? So this is an overview of what kind of roles that are there for strategic design managers. We will be discussing these details in panel discussion also, but just to give you a glimpse in a graphic format, very typical of an architect, is you can have uh, specific placements in terms of managerial level, and you can also have placements in terms of execution level. So we are looking at this 9 typical goals or 9 typical posts or portfolios that a strategic design manager is most likely to land in. This is a more easier slide because it directly tells you what you will be. In terms of execution oriented occupations or businesses, you can be a project manager or a design producer. In terms of enabling oriented occupations, you can be a client manager or a design researcher. All these terms will be very familiar to you once we get into discussions. In case of directing oriented occupations, a managerial occupation, you will be either a design strategist or a service designer, design experience strategist. And we also have certain related fields such as product manager, marketing manager, brand manager, or a strategist. And where are these particular roles? These are only a few that I could list. There are many, many more. But uh, government organization, private organizations, global organization, construction industry, advisory board member, academics and universities in India and abroad, multinational companies, your own consultancy or a consultancy of a team, manufacturing industry, government representative, professional trainers, and the list goes on and on. So you see, there is a sea of opportunity for you to get placed or for you to start working immediately or during the course itself. These are the logistics of the course. the intake capacity is 20 per year only, not more than that. The eligibility for admission, you must have already gone through the website. If not, I request all of you to go on the website once again to check the eligibility. But basically, it is graduation in BArch, planning, engineering, BFA, BVOC, BDES, etc. It can also be BBA, BCom, BA, BSc. But the third thing is, if you're trying to seek admission, you'll have to submit a statement of purpose on as to why you would want to join this particular course, and you will have to qualify in the personal interview, which will be conducted by SSPU, by Symbiosis University. The fee structure for Indian students, it is 2.67 lakhs per year. For international students, it is 4.17 lakhs per year. Okay, that was all about the course that I wanted to say, which will be taken up in detail. But since we are online, I'll give you very quick glimpse of what Symbiosis and Skills and Professional University is like. You must have seen some photographs. I think I will skip this because you can read this on our website about the vision, mission, aim, objective of the university and the school. You can read about our cognitive, interpersonal, and intrapersonal skills that we employ. This is our beliefs, exposure, exchange, enhancement, and encouragement. And this is how we conduct courses. This is about the academics that we have in the school. You can read it on the website. I will not go into the details. And these are some glimpses, some photographs showing the campus and the studios. A very huge campus, a very acclaimed campus nationally and internationally. We recently had Council of Architecture inspection, and the council was very, very impressed, and they actually commented very specially about being a very unique campus across the nation. These are the studios that you will be working in. These are the labs that you will actually do your hands-on experimentations. These are some outdoor labs that we have. Okay, and we also have hostel facilities, state-of-art hostel facilities. Again, these are some images of the hostel rooms. Okay, I guess that's it. And the last thing about our university, a place that empowers students and faculty to contribute positively to the field and to the society at large. This philosophy has been given to us by our very respectable Dr. S.B. Muzumdar sir, who is the president and founder, Symbiosis Chancellor, SSPU, and our respectable Dr. Swati Muzumdar madam, who is our pro-chancellor at Symbiosis Skills and Professional University. Dr. Gauri ma'am, who is the director of the school. And this is our advisory board. We have Architect Shirish Berry, Dr. Ujjwala, Architect Prakash Deshmukh sir, Architect Girish Doshi, Professor Jayashri Deshpande, Mr. Ramnath Jha, Architect Neeraj Gupta, Dr. Harimohan Pillai, Architect Manish Banker. You can reach us through social media, which is there on the website, and you can also contact us at these 4 points. Thank you so much for your attention. I think that was an overview which I wanted to give before we start with our panel discussions. Thank you for the time given, Niharika ma'am. I hand over to you now.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So now we will move on further. So now I would like to introduce our very second panelist, Kiran Sabnis sir, co-founder and director at 2.47 Consulting Private Limited, Pune, Maharashtra. He is UX research, context mapping, field studies, service and system design, startup design strategy, boot camps, and incubator mentoring. These are the things I would like to mention regarding him. We will have our panel discussion with him, projecting few questions related to the field of strategic design management. Sir, over to you, sir. Am I audible, sir? Kiran, sir?
Yeah. You're audible. Okay, thank you so much for having me on this wonderful Monday evening. So thank you all for giving this opportunity. And thanks, Dinesh, sir, for setting the context. And it was a wonderful and a crisp overview of what is strategic design management, what are the opportunities outside, and also some aspects about how SSPU is a state-of-art thing and how students will get benefited. So that's a wonderful thing. And thanks, Niharika madam, for introducing me. So how should we go about, like, do you want me to start, or can we have some kind of a discussion?
I want to start with few ideas related to, then we can discuss on the questions.
Okay, wonderful. So I just want, since there are around 20 odd participants, let's have some very interactive session, okay? And I want each one of you to put yes or no, only Y and N. And have you previously heard about strategic design management? Yes or no? Have you heard about strategic design management or no? Yes, somebody says yes. Wonderful. Yes. Wonderful, guys. Come on. Yes. 2 people are saying yes. Pawan is saying yes. Okay, Pratiksha, yes. Any other guys? Come on, quick. Let's have a very interactive session today. Yes, thanks. We just one said yes. Okay. Even if you haven't heard, no, that's fine. Okay. Anyone? Okay, so in the interest of time, let's see that, okay, around 10% of the students students or participants, I don't know the profile of the participants as well, but at least 10% of the people know what is strategic design management. So here is, I want to demystify what is strategic design management. First of all, this is not managing people. Okay, this is not a typical managerial course. So if you look at the change in the context, right? So if you look at the world today, okay, this is called as VUCA world. Means it's a volatile, it's uncertain, fairly complex, and ambiguous as well. Okay, so today's world is VUCA world, and because the businesses and business models are transforming. The way Uber is working, the way earlier we used to book a cab, and how in future we can travel is entirely different. So the businesses and business models are entirely transforming. Technology, and I'm sure all of you are consumers of technology. Some of you could be creators of technology, but technology is also growing at a very fast rate than before. We had never seen such a kind of a transformation in technology happening at this kind of a rate. It's also changing. User expectations, user behaviors are changing. Socio-economic models are changing. The way society was working previously, it is changing. So in short, it's a high time for all of us to make a change. And there, this strategic design management fits a very, very important role, because design is changing, business is changing, technology changing, socio-economic models are changing. And in addition to this, COVID is making us think in a completely different way. So I look at it as an opportunity. I look at it as a dynamically changing complex ecosystem. And this is what we together are going to learn. Look at this, guys. If you're an architect, civil engineers, or mechanical engineers, or any kind of architect, whatever, backgrounds, this is an opportunity for you to look at your career from a completely diverse way. Gone are those days that I'm an architect, I'm a civil engineer, I'm a designer, I'm an engineer. No, we can't work in silos now. You just can't be, and I'm very conscious in talking this thing, you can't be just an architect, because it's not that I'm also proud of being an architect or a designer. It's not about that. It's more about we are living in a different context now. Gone are the days of hero architects, hero designers. Those are gone, because we work in a very collaborative spaces. We work in a very co-creative spaces, wherein design, management, business, finance, technology are no more standalone functions, but those are very holistic, integrated, synergetic pieces. Those talk with each other. We just can't say that I'm a designer and I'll create this. No, but how you are going to make sure that is getting manufactured, how you are going to get make sure that how the new business models will work, how the supply chain will work, how the logistics will work. So it's an opportunity for all of us to think in a very global way. And that's what in one of the slides, the presentation said that we will become global citizens, and not only citizens, but global designers. So this is what in nutshell, is about strategic design management and the situation in which we are in. And as we move ahead, we can talk more about it, but understand the change in the context, understand the change in the entire ecosystem, the dynamics of the system, the social complexity, and the overall the stakeholders. Everyone is changing. You don't know how the cricket match will be played tomorrow. So maybe a batsman would be playing in Mumbai and the bowler would be bowling from Chennai, and the fielders would be in Sydney and the umpire would be in San Jose. I mean it. This is the situation. So the technology will say how the ball would be bowled, if the bowler is in Chennai. Yes, there would be a virtual ball. Okay, so let's think of this entire ecosystem, entire complex, uncertain, ambiguous, and volatile system. And this is a wonderful opportunity for every one of us. Yeah. So let's take a pause and
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for this thought-provoking ideas related to strategic design management. I have a few questions to ask with you related to.
Yeah.
I will start up. So first, I would like, why is strategic design management important in today's context? Yeah, I think you already shared.
Yeah. In short, I just talked about that. I wish I should have been 20 years young or 30 years younger. This is a wonderful opportunity for all young guys. Don't worry about vaccination. Don't worry about corona. Don't worry about anything. It's going to be a really flux situation. You start anything and you will be successful, provided you are passionate, committed, and dedicated. And SDM is one of such opportunities.
Another question I would love to ask is how the syllabus framed is different from another PG or master programs in context of emerging pedagogy.
Yeah, see, strategic design management, let me just try to, I spoke about the context. Let me talk about what the heck this word is all about. What is the strategic design management? Guys, first of all, this is not a rocket science. Okay. This is not a rocket science. Design is not a rocket science. Strategy also is not a rocket science. Okay. So there are big two circles. Just imagine, or spheres. One is business sphere and another is design sphere, because we are talking about strategic design management. So business sphere is, as we said, it requires business decisions to be made, marketing decisions, finance decision, new business models, subscription models, so on and so forth. In design, many of you know, design is fairly, I think audience would know design, So design is more about understanding the users, understanding their requirements, translating those requirements into tangible or intangible, either products, solutions, services, etc. Strategic design management is redefining and reimagining the business and management processes, or using different strategies, different ways of bringing the products in market using creative design techniques. So design is a bigger sphere in strategic design management, and management is a smaller sphere. Let's think of MBA. One can ask this question, what is the difference between MBA in design and strategic design management? So, for example, I don't know in details about Symbiosis ecosystem, but Symbiosis runs one of the best MBA programs. Okay, and even the students could do some kind of a design projects over there. And here we are talking about SDM, strategic design management. The core focus of SSPU would be on design and application of that creativity, innovation, design thinking to fine tune to make the businesses successful, businesses more competent, and businesses more, I would say, futuristic. So the thing is, this is, if we understand that the pedagogy, what madam is asking about is, it would be a cohort based, it would be a group discussion, it would be experiential education. You just can't sit in a room and do strategic design management. Not possible, guys. What we need to do is we need to do some boot camps. Boot camps means you go to the place and have brainstorming sessions, have immersive learning programs. So in short, this would be an augmentation of its partial theory and more of a hands-on work. There would be case studies, there would be industry workshops, there would be visiting faculty people, there would be a kind of a user research workshops, and it would be, and this is my very favorite thing, if you really want, this is master's program, first of all. Okay, so the mantra in this SDM program would be 10, 30, and 60. 10%, which is a very, very rich knowledge you'll get from the mentors like us. You will be taken on a different league altogether. This is 10%. 30% is peer learning. Since there are 20 students and having diverse backgrounds, even selection would happen in such a way that some people would be having architecture background, some would be engineers, some would be BBA, some would be, I'm just thinking, a poet and a football player, why not? And this is how, we can get some kind of a very diverse set of students. And those students will learn from each other. So 30% is kind of a peer learning, and 60% is ambient learning, because of the wonderful place you will be studying, or if it happens online for some particular reasons, you will always get to meet some people who are visiting faculty or who will share the experiences, so on and so forth. So in short, the pedagogy has been designed in such a way that you will be getting exposed to the various facets and tenets of design and business. And as I said, the mantra is 10, 30, and 60. 10% faculty and very rich knowledge, 30% is peer learning, and 60% is self-learning. Guys, most important in any design program is learn to learn. Okay, so we should be learning to learn. There are so many ways by which you can learn. Maybe podcast listening, maybe webinars like this, or maybe some platforms wherein some kind of courses you can do, so on and so forth. So it's a curation space. What I would call this program as a space wherein the knowledge will be curated and you will be mentored by different people walking different paths of life. Right? So this is what I'm talking about.
Great. So another question is how this course can help in developing the perspective of design thinking and enhancing their core competency.
Yeah, I think even this part was covered, a little bit.
Yeah.
But as I said, this strategic design management course, 4 pillars, guys: business, technology, human-centric approach, and social context. Don't worry about technology. Technology means even civil engineers, architects are also having technology exposure. I'm not talking about coding in Python or doing some .NET programming. I'm not talking about typical IT technology, but technology is everywhere. So there are 2 parts. One is core of design. I suppose if you are not having design background, we'll be teaching you design in this entire program. And there is a business side. So your core design thinking, or you will be taught various frameworks, tools, and techniques of core design thinking. And complementary is you'll be taught business models, business landscapes, different business strategies, management fundas, and some exposure on technology. And that technology is understanding the technology landscape. Some of you might be following the hype curve of Gartner. If not, start doing that. So these are some of the things, wherein the course will help you surely to enhance your perspective of design, user-centric way, empathetic way, coming up with quick prototypes, validating those, etc. And also complementary is business model, management fundas, some sort of technology, social impact, such kind of things. That augmentation will take you to the next level. And that's what we are thinking of out of this program. So, ma'am, if I answer that correctly, so this is a perspective of design thinking and enhancing their core competency. For example, let me just take 1 more minute. If there is an architect, this is something which he or she can think, anyway, I know basics of design and architecture. Now, how can I grasp more about business models? How can I understand more something called as business landscape canvas or technology understanding? And as I said, we are living in a space which is volatile, complex, ambiguous. So this complementary and core would help every architect, every designer, because he will be his wings will be more colorful now. He is not an architect. In addition to architect or engineer, he is having many such wonderful facets to his life, wherein heads, hand, and heart, 3H would be augmented. You will be using your head, that is thought process, hands, wherein skills, and heart is passion. So these 3 things will be augmented in this program.
Very good to hear all these things. Then we have 2 more questions. Like, what is the typical career roadmap after completing this course?
Great. I will challenge the word typical, because this is not going to be typical, guys. Okay. This is fairly new field, and there is no typical. You guys are the guys, who will be creating the new pathways. You are the creators of the new path. And as we said, you can start a startup wherein you can be providing consulting about strategic design management. You can own or you can join an MNC, and this MNC is kind of a domain agnostic. Like you can join technology companies, engineering companies, healthcare, education, entertainment, social enterprises. Now, what will you do there? Okay, so let's take a very simple example. Okay, let me just think of one example. I had given this example, but let me re-attempt this. There is a guy. Okay, there's a person who is running a small vada pav center. Okay, in Pune. On Deccan. I suppose many of us would be from Pune. I don't know. This is an open world, so I don't know. But there is a place called as Deccan in Pune, and there's a guy who is selling vada pav, and he sells and this is during COVID. Whenever he gets time, whenever the shops are allowed to open, so he sells around 100+ vada pavs in a day. So, and he is happy and he is going old now, growing old. So now, for example, you decide to take this as a strategic design management project. Wonderful opportunity. How can we make this guy a global vada pav conglomerate, So like a Google vada pav center. Imagine there is a Google vada pav center. Okay, how can we do that? So there, the strategic design manager guy can play a role. ये बंदे को हम Google जैसा बड़ा बनाने वाले हैं. So what can we do? So first, as a designer, you can interview that guy, you can talk with him, you can understand his pain areas, what he can do, and what are the challenges he faces. And he's just having a small cart and sir उसमें कितना आएगा, एक वड़ा पाव 15 रुपए multiplied by 100, I'm earning 1500 rupees, उसमें भी क्या मिलता है. So if we understand that, and even you as a designer, can come up with new shape of vada pav, new flavors of vada pav. Why not? Like जैसे आइसक्रीम में flavors है, vanilla vada pav, butterscotch vada pav, chili vada pav, pickle vada pav, jalebi vada pav. I'm just thinking aloud, okay? So such kind of a vada pav, one input you can give. Why the shape of the vada should be round? Can it have triangular, hexagonal, pentagonal, blah blah blah? Why the vada pav should have chili with it? Why not? It will have bhel with that, and this is augmentation. So this is design component. We will try, and I'm sure that not all would be acceptable in market. Kaun jalebi vada pav khayega? But this is something. This is a design inputs. Now, if he wants to become a global Google vada pav, what are the things? What would be his franchisee model? How will he sell this vada pav in a different packaging? How will he? Maybe he will have some webinar like this, wherein various franchisee people would come. And then, like Uberization is concept, maybe he will have a brand and people from diverse vada pav makers will be associated with this guy. So they will make vada and pav, but it will be sold under this brand. So something like that, how to make sure that what kind of a new strategy. Can there be vada pav van which is going like vada pav helicopter? I don't know, but there are so many things. If you eat, if you send one mail, you will get one vada pav. You can order vada pav on the fly, or make your vada pav at your home. So pav will be free. So guys, this is, if you would be only designer, okay, you'll be just thinking about a race. So नेम प्लेट कैसे बनाएंगे, उसका ब्रोशर कैसे करेंगे, अरे how can I make sure that this cart looks beautiful, what color and what thing. But can we design a new web application, or can that be a Fitbit for this guy? Can this guy will have some kind of a wall on Deccan, you just touch and the vada pav will be sold at your home. So this is a very creative field. At the same time, you need to understand the business dynamics. नहीं तो कोई भी 1000 ideas निकले, उसमें क्या है? But we need to validate those ideas with a business. Ultimately, this vada pav wala guy who is standing day in day out at Deccan need to sell the vada pav into France and Italy and Germany and US and North America and Canada and all such places. How can we do that? Even such kind of a challenging assignments one can take, and take this kind of a project. So design, strategy, and business. I hope I'm on the right track, so you can understand.
Yes, sir, definitely. So last not the least, question from my end is, how will it help to achieve leadership or people management goals to start their own setup for firm or business? You already discussed.
Yeah, but I will just add, as I said, this would be a wonderful thought leadership role. Okay. So once you start, supposing you complete your course in 2023, one is you can go to any industry. I just gave a very, very rudimentary vada pav. But if you want to revamp the Apollo Hospital, yes, you are there. If you want to revamp the new education system, Okay, you can do that. If you want to change the way OTT platform and the Netflix and such kind of things are operating, you can do that. So this is more of a research and a thought leadership role, okay, and which will help you to achieve your goal of augmenting the creativity, earning money and getting fame, because such kind of people are very rare. In business model, people, and again, they're very smart, I'm not talking about that, but there are typical frameworks and methods. Can you reimagine and redefine the business framework is what you will be doing as a part of your career. This is very abstract, I know, but the concept itself is abstract. And as you jump inside this, as you start embarking the journey of strategic design management, you'll unravel many things. Okay. Right. Maybe there are some questions we'll try to answer, as we move on.
Okay, thank you, sir, for shedding light on strategic design management.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's check. We have some questions in the chat box so that we can discuss it here. Minal ma'am?
For that, Niharika ma'am, Gauri ma'am is there.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I will introduce our third panelist, Dr. Gauri Shiorkar ma'am, Director of School of Architecture, Urban Development and Planning, Symbiosis Skills and Professional University, Pune. She has a doctoral degree in architectural conservation, also a practicing architect with a professional experience of 27 years, covering a number of notable architectural, interior design and conservation projects. Being an experienced academician with a demonstrated history of working in the architecture and planning academy industry, she has a long experience of setting up new institutes and bringing them up to excellent standards. Her career in academics started as a lecturer in 1993. Her dedication towards institutions like principal in McKigan Ooty School of Architecture and HOD in Singhgarh College of Architecture, also for Singhgarh Institute of Interior Design. She has been appointed by University of Pune, AICTE, and Council of Architecture on experts committees to inspect various colleges of architecture and engineering in India. Ma'am, over to you, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Niharika ma'am, for the introduction, and my sincere apology, everybody, especially Kiran sir, for joining late. So first thing is I was not well, and the second thing is I had my vaccination appointment today, so it took a little longer there, and hence my sincere apologies for joining late. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak. Quickly, I'll just underline again about what is strategic design management. As most of us know what is design, and which is about adopting and keeping up and changing with our fast changing world, it's about improvement, it's about creating strategies and solutions, establish a reality that is more desirable, and it's the key factor in product differentiation in the market. And what is management? As we all know, the basics of management, we have come across this word a lot many times. So what is that actually? It's the act of getting people together to achieve desired goals of any organization. So using the resources efficiently and effectively. So that's the crux of the entire course, and this course is going to empower the students to use both this is a multidisciplinary course, and this course will empower the students to use both these disciplines very effectively to achieve their objectives and goals in life, career objectives and goals in life. So it's it's a very different kind of combination, but very essential at the same time, because when you learn design, you don't actually learn many of the management fundamentals, and when you learn management, you don't actually learn the fundamentals of design. So it's a perfect combination, and which is useful for you to take up any career in corporate and MNCs, in government institutions, private institutions, public sector, government sector, and even in academics for that matter. If anybody is ever interested, if you get into the research part of it, you can also get into the academics. So I think rest all has been covered by Dinesh sir and Kiran sir. Kiran sir is expert in this field and also the mentor and of this course, and is also on our advisory board. So and has been giving us inputs, very valuable inputs from time to time. So I think that's all from my side. If there are any questions, Niharika, we can simply go ahead to the questions.
Yeah,
Or speak on something else.
yeah, I want you to speak on something, as I haven't seen any question from aspirants.
Please.
Let's see,
Yeah.
we will get some questions from them also. So ma'am, I have few questions for you, like how it can be considered as different in terms of MDiS courses conducted globally.
Yeah, this is actually a very new field, as Kiran sir rightly said, and there are not many courses. Uh, if you see at global level, there are a very few institutions who are offering this particular course, and even in India, hardly 2-3 institutions are offering this particular course in at the postgraduate level. So basically the course is very new, it's the need of the time, and definitely with the name Symbiosis is quite a globally acclaimed name and brand in itself, and with our skills and professional university, which has a vision and mission. If you check our website, our vision is about uh, empowering the students with practical knowledge, and the mission is to bridge the gap between academics and profession, wherein we have this 70% of hands-on and 30% theory. And as Kiran sir rightly broke it up into 10, 30, 60. So we are actually working on it for all our undergraduate courses as well, and for our postgraduate courses as well. We'll be having a lot many collaborations with different industries, and for research and development, for placements, for internships, and it will be quite uh, an industry oriented course with the pedagogy of experiential learning. It's not going to be just classroom teaching learning. We don't have it even for our undergraduate students. So it's going to be quite a hands-on experiential learning kind of a pedagogy, and that makes it quite different from any other similar courses.
Okay. And there is one more question from my end. Who would be the faculty to enhance our knowledge and skills for the same course?
Yeah, the faculty will be from, as I mentioned, that it is going to be a multidisciplinary course. It's a multidisciplinary course in itself. So the faculty is also from different facets of design and management. Symbiosis is very well known for its management courses and also for its design courses. So we have ample number of resource people, Kiran sir being one of them. And we have Vikram Balekar, who is also a strategic, uh, he has done his master's in strategic management from IIM. And there are many more experts who will be on board for giving inputs and for mentoring the students. So there'll be few experts from the industry as well, like Greenply, Nippon, and there are a few more industries with whom we are collaborating. So all these industry people will also be there to mentor the students.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It looks like we have covered all of the questions. Is there anything else you wanted to cover before we wrap up? You can write in the chat box.
You can also unmute yourself and ask.
Yeah, ask questions. Language doesn't matter. Ask in
Yes.
Hindi, English, Marathi. Yeah, don't worry. Open up, guys. This is the first attribute of any aspirant. Ask questions. Very important.
I think many of the things have already been discussed in detail.
Yes.
The aspects almost covered.
Okay, that's nice.
Almost all the clarity being received.
So you can share my number as well. So if Niharika ma'am or Minal ma'am, you can put it in the chat box.
Yes.
So that if there are any particular questions, they can connect with me and I can reply to them.
Great.
Ma'am, will you do that favor for me? Could you please write the ma'am's number, contact number?
I'll
Yes, I'm doing that.
Sriram, it is nice to see you on board. Yesterday, I think we talked with him. Sriram is one of the aspirants.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
I can see a few.
Okay, Shriram has joined, I guess. Shriram, would you like to ask any questions?
Shri Ram is there and a few more. So Mr. Kurfan was also there. I could see him.
Yeah, Pranit has also joined.
So I think there are no questions. If there are any questions, please get in touch with us. We'll be happy to solve your queries. And you can visit our website for more details, which is www.sspu.ac.in. So I think I would really like to thank Kiran sir.
Most welcome, ma'am. Anytime.
I know how busy you are, but still on one phone call you agreed to.
No, I love interacting with the students and happy to help. This is one of the most important steps in their career and surely always there. Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Yeah. Have a great evening. Thank you.
You too. Okay.
Bye.
I think we are good for now. Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure being with you today. So thank you, everyone. We appreciate you being here. Thanks again for joining us today. And we will see you next time with some more discussions with prominent speakers like Kiran sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.